and been doing bond instruments in bundles around the world on your behalf and in your name, even starting wars in your name. And then trying to put the debt on you when he was never a citizen of their private corporation. Now that you've found out that you're not, you got to tell the world that I'm awake. I don't have amnesia no more. Hey y'all, here I am. It's me. Failure to do so. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And this is basically what you're doing right now. That's why whenever you communicate with them, that's why you put your national seal. Let the world know that you're active. That's showing that you're competent. You see what I'm saying? This is what you want to do too. That's exactly what you want to do. Yes, I want to talk to you. Go ahead. No, I want you to read nationalization, or now, that's national government. Now I want you to look at nationalization and naturalization. Nationalization and naturalization. Sister Nora, pay attention to this, and this is back to the concept where people need to know the distinction, because it's very important between naturalization and naturalization. And remember, when it comes to Europeans, they can only be naturalized. You understand what I'm saying to you? And that's a different status. And we're going to discuss, once you read it, you recognize the status. I want you to argue the status issue.
Naturalization. The act of adopting.
Yeah, make qualify those words. Adopting.
Act of adopting.
So act of adopting. Come on.
A foreigner.
A foreigner. So now we made this very clear, right? It's a foreigner. So a foreigner is not indigenous. A foreigner is not aboriginal. Can a foreigner be the sovereign of a land that they're alien to? No. Is that very clear? Yes. Is that clear, Nora?
Yes, it is.
Huh? All right. And you got that? Start again and read it again, sis.
Naturalization. The act of adopting a foreigner and clothing him.
Clothing
with the
him.
privilege.
Privilege.
Yes.
Not right.
Okay.
All right, that's enough said. Now go to nationalization. No, because the point of it is for you to make the distinction. Because remember, some people are selling people naturalization packages too, trying to talk about their sovereignty. See, but once you understand these rules, they can't break people. We want to make sure that you got this down pat. You understand what I'm saying? Because it concerns your status. Yes. Concept. Wait. Yeah, of course it does. That's why we have third and fourth, not the fifth and sixth. Oh, yeah, because they are aliens. So they're calling everyone else aliens, aren't they?
Right.
Aren't they?
Yes.
Brothers, pay attention to this because it's important for you. The conversation we had a year and a half ago, eating at the Pearl. We talked before. It's important for you to get this concept because this is the foundation upon which you're going to make a lot of your arguments. Read it over again. Because if you're clear on this, a lot of questions you won't ask because you get it.
This is naturalization. The act of adopting a foreigner and clothing him with the privileges of native citizen, USB, parabank, no?
Yes, it doesn't have to be the case. The point of it is to know what the status is.
Okay.
Because people keep assuming that because they're doing uniform commercial code stuff and they naturalize that they sovereign. Biggest BST dwarf that came down the pipe. Exactly, because the foreign, actually, those foreigners been claiming stuff here.
Okay.
Now look at this, Gene, look at this. What you just read, now of course you already know legal briefs, they're presented in a brief. But when you begin to really analyze what's being said, then you'll understand why Dr. Raleigh did what he did. And if you understand it, you will not take this as some prayer thing.
That's right, that's right.
Your concept will absolutely be clear. Then you understand why they murdered Malcolm when he found out and wouldn't sell out. You understand what I'm saying to you?
So collective naturalization.
Collective nationalization, which means you must be in unity, right?
Yes.
It deals with your properties and stuff, but this is your ultimate power. Go ahead.
This takes place where a government, by treaty or cession, acquires the whole or part of the territory of a foreign nation and takes to itself the inhabitants thereof.
Now, stop right there. What Dr. Raleigh did. So you had the foreigners who claimed to be the nationals, the Americans. They Americans, and this country ain't America. America's two continents. They had this fraud going on for quite some time. He nationalized you, and we still stayed black. That's why we ain't got crap.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Are you looking?
Yes.
They were taking our houses, our cars, and our accounts, garnishing our wages and everything else. And we couldn't do nothing about it. Why? Because we weren't national. Now that you know who you are, and you know the state is yours, that's what your subject matter should be in all your communities. Because you've got the power, but if you don't use it, you've abandoned it. Are you understanding? See, so what I'm saying to you, you don't need to go through all this. If you understand the concept of the status, you already know it doesn't apply to you. So now, Nora, when you're dealing with Europeans dealing with Saudi arguments, they're dealing from a naturalization perspective because they're aliens and know it. That's why a lot of times when you have those packages of uniform codes, they will have some area in it where it says, oh yes, naturalized. But it won't say nationalized because they're not indigenous, they're not aboriginal, they're not the true sovereign. They're arguing over your birthright. What point you don't get this? Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Our problem is to get our people to stop trying to be somebody else.
Yes.
Be yourselves. Stop trying to be somebody else. Gina, do your thing. And because this is what it is. Because it means you got the concept. So that means you can see. That means you can read. Now look at this. Look at this. Consider this before you do this. And you're going to explain to us. Because I already know where you're coming from. But take you, yourself, and take yourself 2 years ago. And imagine the other you sitting in the audience.
Oh my
You're wondering what you're talking about.
Bewildered.
Wondering what you're talking about. That's the distinction between a boy and a girl in state order when they be calling us boys. Get a chance to see yourself as mirror. And when you see that, you recognize the job that you have to do with your people.
Yes.
But once you learn, you're capable of teaching it to another. You understand? So we want to make sure that we understand the steps with gradients. Because once you understand the gradients, you understand the tools. Then you can begin to counter them. When you start exercising, you get better.
Yes.
And as you work it, you're capable of teaching someone. So each one teach one, but you want to teach them real knowledge now, not emotionalism.
That's right, that's right.
Because knowledge is the power.
Yep.
All right? All right, hit it, sis.
Okay.
And then do your ad-lib, because I know you're going to.
Yes.
Save your babies.
Okay. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to go back over this, where it's basically